Hi everyone, welcome back to Rachel's Enchanting Cakes and the crazy poppy cake trends. Now here I have come across some food safe hygienic chocolate moulds, so you don't need to make them from fondant. Obviously you're limited with the moulds that you can get. I'm going to give you more details about where I got mine from later in this tutorial, but here, as you can see, super big, super easy to use and lots of fun. So for my poppet, I'm choosing to use these ready-made chocolates. Now you can colour your own, but it is a bit more time consuming. You'd need to temper it. These are already done for you. They also come with these handy little lids, which makes it really easy to get it into the mould. You have full control over the chocolate. Now when it comes to the mould, you want it so that the actual part that you're using is the small part with the ridges on there, so you can separate the colours. So I'm starting with pink. Simply melt these chocolates just following the instructions. Remember, you can use your own coloured chocolates. You can colour them using edible dusts. However, they would be a little bit more tricky to get into this mould very neatly. With these, you've got this perfect little spout. You can squeeze the chocolate out gently and you have more control. Be sure not to go over that little ridge that we have in there, and also give it a gentle tap. This will help get out any air that is in the chocolate to avoid bubbles. Whilst this one is still melted, I simply add it to another section of the mould, so there's plenty of different colours in there. Remember to not go over that ridge, that's very important, and again give it a gentle tap to get out the air. I then simply repeat that process, this time with the purple. However, I go over that ridge. You'll notice there's a section of the mould that's a little bit deeper. You want all of these coloured chocolates to actually stick together. So here I'm just making it all even, and I will repeat this with each of the colours I use. I then add the green, and as mentioned in the beginning of this tutorial, I purchased these moulds from Chrissy Cakes and Supplies. You will see the title for her website on the video now. I also purchased the Love Heart mould that you've seen on the actual cake, and another one, an ice cream cone. There's quite a few different moulds available. Remember, it's very important to use real moulds for melted chocolate. It was only thanks to a lovely lady in a cake decorating group that I actually learned of these. Don't worry if you're not based in the UK, because the lady I was talking to was actually in America, and you guys are amazing. You're already one step ahead. I'm sure you'll have no issues getting hold of any of these moulds. I simply repeat this process with the yellow chocolate and finally the orange. You then want to place this in the freezer for about 10 to 15 minutes until you notice the chocolate actually coming away from the sides. I then very gently remove this from the mould. As you can see, it's been in the freezer with the condensation. This one was stuck to the cake on the front with some chocolate. And for the heart, I simply, once I'd released it from the mould, added a cake dowel to the back with some melted chocolate and used the dowel to actually support it inside the cake. Happy baking, guys. A very quick one for you today. Super popular. These cakes are trending, and this makes it super easy and super quick.